What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Key Bucks, and I'm back again with another video. So the topic that I'll be discussing in this video today is in regards to 5 signs that you are experiencing a spiritual, aka demonic attack. The first sign that you are going to experience when you are going through a spiritual or demonic attack is that you are going to see spirits in your dreams. You are going to feel forces in your dreams, whether they take the form of an incubus for men and a succubus for women, right? The one thing that you have to understand is that our strongest desire in life is our sexual desire. If you cannot control your sexual desires, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman, you're in trouble, because that is one form that the devil, aka the demon, is going to take in order to be able to make you to sin. It's going to be able to make you to not become the greatest version of yourself, right? They will take the form of the incubus for men, right, which is meant to seduce women, or the succubus for women, which is meant to seduce men. They will seduce you and try to get you to do the things that you're not supposed to do, right? And why are they doing these things? They're doing these things because they want you to do bad. They want you to be evil. They don't want you to be good. You have to see these things for the way that they truly are. You feel what I'm saying? And that's a fact at the end of the day. You got to be strong, especially when you're going through a spiritual and demonic attack. You have to trust in God. You have to trust in Jesus to be able to help you develop the wisdom, understanding, and knowledge to be able to navigate through this matrix. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of things are going to happen to you. But if you are not strong spiritually to be able to overcome the forces of this world, to overcome the forces of the spiritual realm, you're going to be in trouble. Number 2, right? The second sign that you're going to experience when you're going through a spiritual and a demonic attack is that everybody is going to be against you, right? In most of the things that you will do in your life, whether it's friends, whether it's family, they are going to be against you, right? If anything, the demonic force, the spiritual force that is within them that is trying to tell you to not do what God wants you to do is going to manifest itself in its physical form, and it's going to tell them to fight you. It's going to tell them to be envious of you. It's going to tell them to be jealous of you. It's going to tell them to not want anything good that comes within your path. You have to be able to see these things, because these are the forms that the devil would take in order to be able to control you and control your reality through your family members, through your friends, through outsiders. You have to see the truth for the way it is. You have to be strong spiritually. You have to be strong spiritually, right? You have to become woke. This matrix does not want you to see the way the world is for the way it truly is. There are so many forces on a spiritual level that start off in the spiritual realm that try to manifest itself into physical human beings in order to be able to control you, right? Because the thing you have to understand is that we as human beings, even though we are in our physical state through our bodies, we are more spiritual beings. That is the fact at the end of the day, right? Number 3, this is more of a side note, but this is also important, right? You have to understand at the end of the day that there has been a spiritual battle going on from the beginning of time, right? Between God and the devil. When God pushed Lucifer, aka the devil, out of heaven, that is when the spiritual war began. So the thing you have to understand is that at any point in time in your life, whether you are strong spiritually or whether you are spiritually weak, you are going to be prone to being involved in this spiritual battle, in the spiritual warfare. You have to be strong. You have to understand that it's okay. As long as you trust in God, as long as you trust in Jesus Christ, you are going to be okay. Okay? You're going to be fine. Because the truth of the matter remains that things are going to happen in life, whether they are good or whether they are evil. But if you are woke spiritually, if you see the truth for the way it is, if you trust in God to give you the wisdom, understanding, and knowledge you need to be able to navigate through this matrix, nothing bad is going to happen to you to a bad extent. I'm not here and saying that nothing bad is going to happen to you at all. That's a lie. But the truth is that the bad that happens to you is going to be less than the good that will happen to you in this life. This is why I continue to tell you guys have to be strong spiritually, because so many things happen on a spiritual level. There are dark forces that are against your life. These forces are stemmed from the devil. They don't want you to know these things, but you have to be strong spiritually, right? The devil doesn't even have to only be in a spiritual form. It could be manifesting through the physical forms of other people as well too. The presidents of this country, the governors, the mayors, the police officers. You have to be able to see all these things. So when I'm referring to the world government, what do you think deep down inside I'm referring to? Because the world government has demonic spirits. They don't want you to see these things, but I'm going to be here and tell you the truth. You have to be able to overcome these things, right? That is the third thing you're going to notice when you are being spiritually attacked. The fourth thing you have to understand when you are being spiritually attacked is that it is going to cause you to really reevaluate your life and ask yourself, are these the things that I am meant to do in my life? When you are going through spiritual attacks, when you are going through times where the devil is going to try you, the demon is going to try to try you, it's going to force you to make you believe that you shouldn't be doing what you're trying to do and you should be able to move over to the evil side. You have to be strong spiritually. You have to understand that what I'm doing is from the greater good of humanity. I'm doing it for God because this is my purpose in which God has called me for, right? If you do things because of the purpose in which God has called you for, everything is going to be greater for you at the end of time. Live a good life. Do what you're supposed to do on earth, and you will live a good life. You feel what I'm saying? You have to be strong spiritually. I keep re-emphasizing that because if you're not strong spiritually, you're not going to be able to handle the things of this matrix. They don't want you to survive. They don't want you to do well. You have to be strong spiritually. You have to be strong spiritually. That is no cap. If you're not strong spiritually, you're not going to be able to overcome it, man. That is the fact at the end of the day. They don't want you to see the truth. Even the people that call themselves your so-called friends, they're going to do things that are going to test the type of person you are. You have to be able to see through all these things. You have to overcome them, man. Right? You have to overcome them. You have to overcome them. They don't want you to do well. You have to overcome them. Right? Remember how I mentioned earlier in this video that one of the desires that is one of our strongest as human beings is our sexual desire. Another desire that we have as human beings as well too comes in the desire of food, gluttony. When you are so obsessed with food, when you can't control yourself when it comes to food and you feel like you have to eat so much, that is the devil trying to control you through you overdoing things. Same thing with alcohol. Same thing with drugs. Same thing with everything that you do in life. Moderation is key. I know we've all heard that phrase, but the thing is that when we start to move from moderation to over excessive, or being like excessive with certain things, or being under excessive, you feel what I'm saying? That is when the bad things start to happen in our lives. So we have to try as much as possible to put our lives into balance. Grow in every single aspect of our life that we can grow in. You feel what I'm saying? The fifth sign that you know that you're going under, or that you are under a spiritual attack, is that all of the things that used to be once normal to you are not normal anymore. And let me explain that, right? When you are going through a physical or a spiritual attack, you are going to realize that the devil is at work to be able to destroy your reality. They don't want you to be in peace with yourself. They don't want you to be at peace with everybody else. Relationships that you once had before in the past, right? They're going to start to not do as well. People are going to start to leave you. People are going to start to show you their true colors. And listen, that is okay. When people show you their true colors, when people show you who they truly are, you have to believe them for what it is. You cannot get mad. You have to accept it for what it truly is, because that's the way that God wants it to be. Right? The devil is at work to be able to destroy you and destroy your whole existence. You have to be able to overcome all of the things that are happening from a spiritual and physical level. You will survive if you grow spiritually. You will survive if you are spiritually strong. You will not survive if you are spiritually weak, because this war that is going on right now is beyond any of our imaginations right now. You have to be strong spiritually. You have to trust in Jesus. You have to trust in God to be able to instill the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that you need to be able to navigate through this matrix from both a spiritual and a physical level. If you can do that, you will be able to combat all of the spiritual attacks that you face in your reality. If you understand, it's because you're woke. But if you do not understand, you're not woke. This is going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this video with your friends. You feel what I'm saying? Leave me comments, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm Woke Ebucks. We are the woke family. Let us continuously grow. Subscribe to the channel at Woke Ebucks. WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification bell to get all the latest videos that I post. You feel what I'm saying? Patreon link is going to be down in the description below. So will social media links. So make sure you give those a check. But without further ado, this is going to be the end of this video. This is Woke Ebucks, and I'm out, man.